In this video, I will go over the 3 steps I did to become a self-taught software engineer with no degree. I will be explaining through slides and personal stories. Enjoy. In one sentence, I got the job because I won a championship and received a referral. The 3 actions that led to that success was coding every day, reaching out to people every day, and doing that for 4 hours a day. Now, I want to start with the breakdown of outreach because I believe it's the most important part in my success and was the advantage that I had over all of my peers. So I connected with 65 developers, joined 4 coding communities, got a job through one of the local devs, and that took around 4 months of time. My biggest takeaway for outreach is your network is just as important as your coding skills. To really put this point across, if nobody knows you can code, you will not get a job. You will not get a referral. You will not get an intern. You will not get any opportunity, which is why this is as important as your coding skills. In my journey as becoming a developer, I reached out to everybody I knew, asking them if they knew anybody that was a developer. Like, I asked all my connections that I had. I joined coding communities. I did everything that I could to connect with myself, be around those type of people, because that's the only way you will get those opportunities of job referrals, of intern opportunities, of even competitions, of meets, of clubs. Those things are the biggest stuff. And if it's just one thing that you take away, it's this. You need to be sending messages every single day, not only applications. You need to be sending messages every single day. And that's what I did. I reached out to at least one person a day through LinkedIn or locally. I reached out to one person every single day. Now, breaking down the coding I did. So I spent around $1,500 on 5 courses, built 5 projects, won a coding championship, as I mentioned earlier, and that took about a year of time. My biggest takeaway for coding is that there's more than one way to win. In my journey, I felt so overwhelmed in the beginning because I didn't know if I was picking the right language. I didn't know if I was doing the right things. I was just winging it half the time and going through courses, but don't go through too many courses or you're going to be bad. Or you should do this project, you should do that project, da-da-da-da-da. And one thing I would just say is none of that really matters. 100%, none of that really matters. The only thing that matters is that you consistently code, that you consistently do the action of coding every single day. That is the only thing that matters. I spent so much time researching the best language, the best whatever, and it was a waste of time. I should have just picked one language and coded and developed in that language, built projects, because the fundamentals is what you're trying to learn. You're not trying to learn every single little piece of every single little thing. You're just trying to learn the fundamentals to get an entry-level position. If I gave you 10 years to learn how to code, you'd feel confident that you can learn it. If I gave you 1 day, obviously you would feel very, very, very overwhelmed, very annoyed that you're not getting it. And in those moments in my journey where I felt most overwhelmed, most annoyed, where I wanted to quit, I felt like a failure, I would just tell myself, it's not about tomorrow, it's not about next week, it's not about even next month, it's not even about 6 months, it's about a year from now, 2 years from now. And if it's still not there, if I still haven't won, if I still haven't got my job, then it's just eventually I will. Eventually, there's no way that if I do this for 10 years, I will not get it. And it's just about not giving up. You will win, regardless of the language that you pick, regardless of the advice that people give you, regardless of those thoughts that you have about failure, about what your family will think about you, about dropping out, about whatever it is. You will win as long as you keep going and as long as you do code every single day. Because the only wrong path is stopping, is giving up. So do not give up. As long as you keep coding every day, you will get there. Lastly, I'll leave you off with a speedrun to software engineer in 4 steps. So we're going to pick a language and take a course on it, build 5 projects with the same language, join a developer community and reach out to 1 developer a day. And number 4 is you're going to continue to code and reach out for 4 hours a day until you get a job. I had a part-time janitor job plus part-time school that I eventually dropped out, but I had a full-time schedule and I just get an extra 4 hours a day. If you don't have 4 hours a day, get an extra 2 hours a day or whatever, 30 minutes, an hour. Just try to get as consistent as possible. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out my free developer community in the bio. I help out people who are trying to learn how to code for free. I'll make you a roadmap and give you the next steps to go on and help you build your first project, 5 hours on me. So check it out. I'll see you in there.